Okay, this problem is number 5 on the practice quiz that I gave you, and I just want to analyze one because there's a lot of different ways to do this one. But what's really important is how you organize your information. Okay, so let me just go through how I kind of think this through, and maybe this will help you a little bit. Again, remember the clue is always to look at the givens and then to mark up your figure with the information that's given over here. And you usually should be able to figure out a pathway to get to your final answer, what you're trying to find. Okay, so let's just start interpreting what we've got up here. According to this is line DE, spline line DE. There it is right there, all right? Is parallel, that's what the symbol means, is parallel to line GF. And here's line GF. Now, if it's parallel, we know that we can put in these little parallel marks, right? So we're just going to put that in and say that we understand what's going on over here in the given. Now, we also know that line DE is perpendicular to line BH, and this is line BH, and we already said this is line DE. Now, if it's perpendicular, that means we are forming 90-degree angles. So let's go ahead and put all those signs in there for 90 degrees. Now, that's going to help us a little bit, I think. It's also given that angle ACB, let's find angle ACB. ACB is 45 degrees. So I'm going to do that and put in 45 degrees. And then finally, angle CEO. CEO is congruent, all right, so I'm going to have to do a congruent mark, with angle EFP. Now, angle EFP is right there. So now we've got all our marks in there, and we want to find angle PFK. And PFK is right here, PF and K. So this is the line, or this angle rather, that we're looking for. Oops, I shouldn't have put that congruent there because that's a little misleading, isn't it? That's what we're trying to find. So let me put that back there. Now that I know that, this is going to help me because I can see that this angle and this angle are supplementary. Now, I also know that this angle is congruent with that angle. That's also helpful. I also know that this angle is part of a triangle. Now, do I know anything inside this triangle? Well, I know there's a 90-degree angle, so I've got one of the angles. I know that all three angles will add up to 180. So this is the missing angle. Do I have any way of figuring this one out? And sure enough, look at that, vertical angles. So if this is 45, that means that that's 45. If that's 45 and that's 90, then this has to be 45 as well. If that's 45, that means that this one's 45. If that's 45, I can add it to this one and get 180. So that's how I'm going to proceed and show this proof. Now, let's go over here and start writing out our paragraph. We know that angle ACB is 45. So I'm going to put that in here. If angle ACB is 45, then angle OCE (45), and we're going to call those vertical angles. Okay. Now, I could have probably said this a little bit better. I could have said angle ACB is congruent with angle OCE, and then I would have just said, therefore, angle OCE is 45. But I skipped a sentence here is what I actually ended up doing. Now, angle OCE is 45. This is what else I know. Angle OCE plus angle OEC plus angle COE equal 180 180 degrees because that's the definition of a triangle. Let's start substituting. Step 4. OCE is 45. OEC is given as 45. All right? No, excuse me, it's not given as 45. We don't know that one, supposedly, all right? So I'm going to just say that. We don't know yet. What we do know is COE is 90 because it was perpendicular. Remember that? So I'll just say angle O, OEC. This gives me 1 OEC plus 135 equals 180. Step 6. Therefore, angle OEC is equal to 45 degrees. Now, again, we know that angle OEC is congruent with angle PFE. These are just these same angles over here, right? We just set them backwards. So, therefore, step 3, angle EFP equals 45 degrees. Moving on, we know that angle EFP plus angle PFK, the one we're looking for, equal 180 degrees because they're supplementary. Let's substitute. Step 10, 45 plus the unknown angle plus 180, subtract last step. Angle PFK equals 135 degrees. Okay, I hope that was helpful to you.